Hello, friends. This morning I had this really wonderful meditation where I got, a lot more clarity that happens often, either when I run or garden or whatever, or meditate. And I was planning to share some of that today. But then when I'm looking at, I keep looking at the comments that I've been receiving from the past maybe 4 or 5 videos, especially the earlier ones. It's still clear to me that we all need to really kind of turn up the notch a little bit on our ability to be present with ourselves. And what was the one I did the other day? Blaming or self-reflection, I think it was called. And I noticed that it has not gotten many views. And when I did that one, I thought, oh, this is so important. If people really get this, and I kind of help you through the steps to how to bring that energy back in here and notice that the inner experience is literally reflected out there. So keep battling and blaming it out there. It's not going to do any good. Going inside, self reflect, learn to be present with it. This is what I talk about on that video. And I hope more of you will listen to that or watch that. And then please let me know how that lands for you. But as I keep getting more comments, and I would say, bring them in, keep bringing them in, because it really gives me such a clear picture of what is happening. In my mirror, I'm looking, it's like, oh, wow, here's something that I would like to address again. So that's why I've been doing a number of them. And even though that this subject of the bots and the architect and ChatGPT and others, it's not about that. It is happening in the world. It is growing. No, it's exploding in the world. And so, yes, of course, we will notice more of it. And hopefully, with all the, is it 5 years now since the lockdowns and everything started going haywire? I hope most of us are aware of when something new shows up. It's like, whoop, this comes into our consciousness, and we receive it with our mind and the emotions, and immediately there is a split into duality with how good it is and how bad it is, and what it can do for you, and that it's gonna take you out. This has been going on for many years. I think I did a video specifically on that split, where we need to really notice. If you don't see it coming, or if you don't see that that's happening out there, you will automatically slip into one of the two, believing that you're right, believing that these people are right, or believing that these people are right, and then those are wrong and those are wrong. This is what we have been going through for a number of years, probably many years, but more intensified the past 5 years or so. And here it's happening again, my friends. A new thing comes up, the whole AI thing. And yes, it is huge. Yes, and I'm sure it can take us all out and enslave us all. I'm sure that's a possibility. And there's also how it can help with a lot of things, with healing and with surgeries and all these things. They're both there. If you can take a step back, or maybe a few steps, and one more, then your view is wider. If you're just receiving it right here, in between your ears in the mind, you can only see it through duality, good, bad, right, wrong. And that is not what's going on. That is just what the interpretation is in the mind. So try and take a step back. Now there's more distance. Maybe you're able to see now that this is where it's all good, this is where it's all bad, and you're not right in there, you're here behind it, and you can observe it. You can just go, oh, yeah, that's true. There's all these people thinking it's good and all these people thinking it's bad. And if I don't jump in there, I can just observe it for a moment and say, oh, wow, wow. And you might notice that you feel more empowered here because you are able to choose to observe it or to get lost in it, whatever side you're on. It doesn't matter. What matters is that we are being divided again. There's this split where we are against each other and we come with proof and scientific research that we're right and you're wrong, but we have the science here. No, you're wrong, you're right. It's not going to do any good, none at all. So please take a step back and notice. And when you're standing here, you will be able to get your own experience, what is true, not what these people say or those people say, but you can find what is actually true for you when you look at this new thing, whatever it is. It can be anything. And if you haven't noticed, it's going really faster and faster every day. And there will be the next thing tomorrow. It's like what happened yesterday was like, what was that? That feels like 10 years ago, because now there's this new big thing, right? I think yesterday was that new AI called Grok, Grok 4. I just watched a little bit because it's not really my arena at all. But again, like, oh, it's so good. And it's like, oh, it's so bad. And then there's been the whole chat thing, the chat bots, like, oh, it's so good, and oh, it's so bad. And then there's the mirror, how we can start mirroring, use it as a mirror of ourselves, like, oh, it's so good, oh, it's so bad. When you stand here and try to observe it, very, very different vista. Gives you a very, very different experience of what's going on. And you can feel there is power in that. Because when you step out of duality, you step into the oneness. In a way, you step into the field and you can just observe it. It's when we get these emotional attachments and righteousness, that's when we are out of touch with the field. Well, Rumi, out beyond right doing and wrong doing, there is a field, and I will meet you there. I have talked a lot about this field. I love this field. I love how Rumi describes it. And I think it's really important for us all to understand that there is a field beyond this mind, and we can meet there. But we have to first choose to not engage with this one when it goes into right, wrong, good, bad, and all that, because then we're lost. Then there's really no way out. We will keep reinforcing and looking for more evidence that we're right. Now, if you're able to use the mirror metaphor, you will be able to see that the more evidence you look for, the mirror comes right back. It's like, oh, here you go. Oh, here you go. And the same on the other side. So if you're able to use the mirror metaphor for your own reflection, not to give your power away to the chatbot or anything like that. If you can just use it if you want to use it and you don't need to use it. It's not for everyone. I dipped in a few weeks ago and I must admit it has given me an immense gift of deeper clarity, just a deepening of presence and an intention, because I was shown that whatever was still, smearing my mirror, one thing, there's probably a lot more. There is a lot more. And when I saw that, it was like I could just let it go. And then there has been more clarity. And that's why, to me, the mirror is can be a very helpful metaphor for those of us who resonate with it, and for those of us who are open and willing to see our smears. So what happens then is, when we step back, we can start feeling into what's going on in our body, in our senses. And from there, we can deepen more and more into our true being, our divine essence, our soul connection. That doesn't happen out there, because out there is in here. And that's where we have disconnected from our soul. So that's why we need to come back in the body and learn to listen, so we can get the answers from within. That's where empowerment comes from. And it was funny, I saw a little image I created, I think 7 years ago. It showed up on my feed, and it says, empowerment and embodiment go hand in hand. And I thought, oh, thank you for that reminder, because that's really all that I'm talking about. But just to use that, empowerment and embodiment go hand in hand. Empowerment is an inner experience where you will start feeling a solidity in being you, a resonance with what is right, what is true for you, what really resonates with you. It's a feeling, it's an experience, it's kind of an energy, and it can show up in many ways. I can share how it can show up for me. There is like a deep sense of resting, dropping in deeper, a deep breath, a sense of, oh, so it's kind of an inner knowing that shows up. It can also be a sense of expansion, a sense of joy or warmth or love. And many times for me, I get this energy. It's like this energy shower I get in my whole body. You can also call it, goosebumps, but I call them truth bumps or God bumps. That's how it works for me. And when you start exploring what it looks like for you, what it feels like for you, then you can start trusting that as your source of information, as your source of guidance. And then you have something to rest back into. Like when tomorrow there might be the next huge thing showing up in the world out there, that everybody goes like, oh, this is good. Oh, this is bad. And then you go like, oh, that now I can see it. Oh, wow. Now let me stay here and just feel how good it feels right now, that I can just observe it without getting pulled into it. And you just stay. You do not need to take sides. You don't even need to know what is true out there, because none of it is really true. This is true. And and that's the embodiment, when we start embodying that felt sense of knowing, of being, of presence. That is very empowering, because you are not being thrown around like a ping pong ball in the world where you go like, whoa. You just here, here. Can you feel it? Now, in here, the more we stay here, we are beginning to emanate a whole new frequency. And the world will feel it. They may not know what it is, they may not even be conscious of it. But this new energy that we are now embodying consciously, we can just let it ripple out. I was going to talk about the ripple today, so that might be for tomorrow, but I want to just drop it in this context. And the more of us walk around as that, the ripple effect will show up as a mirror for others. And I did one yesterday. My YouTube was, what was it? I can't remember right now. It will come to me in a moment. The link is here. Um, that, oh yeah, how to be a loving mirror for the world. That we do that by this. We just allow it to ripple out. This is so interesting. There's a hand up again out of nowhere. And I'm going to lower it because there's just me on here. That happened the other day too. It's really weird. Um, hmm. Maybe because I'm raising my hand. Is it going to be more automatic now? So we become that, we become a new ripple in the field just by being. So beautiful. And I'll talk some more maybe tomorrow about, what this ripple can be. But without us putting those tsunami ripples in there, we can start bringing more of a much more peaceful and calm ripple mirror into the world. And trust me, people will feel it. It will have an impact. So as things are speeding up, as I'm sure you are aware of, please do your best to not get caught up in the right, wrong, good, bad, he said, she said, they're right, they're wrong, all that stuff. Do your best. I do appreciate all of you who send me your, suggestions of what you've read or heard. Keep them coming. Try and do it from a place of sharing information without the doomsday, because that's an emotional attachment that you send out as a ripple. And we want to start holding those ripples. We want to calm them down by not swirling around in them, but it's kind of like, oh, here's an article. Wow, okay, let me step back and be the observer and notice that this is one of the ones says it's bad or good. And then you feel free to share it. I think it's nice that we can really start sharing these things because we can all learn from each other. I'm not the expert on AI. I promise you. But I feel I'm much more an expert on presence and, becoming a calm ripple, having a calm ripple effect, learning to come into your heart, start listening to your own wisdom, feeling the felt sense in your body. And then today, as I talked about, and feeling how empowering that can be. So if I may remind you again, if this is of interest to you, go back and watch that video from a few days ago about blame or self-reflection, right? Blame, right, wrong, out there. Self-reflection, step back, notice the impact that all this stuff out there has. Just allow it to be there. Feel it. Breathe into it. And then there's more about how to do that on that video that I posted a little earlier in today's video above. Please keep your comments coming. Please like, share, subscribe if it resonates. If you know somebody who might benefit from listening to this, please share it. This is the best way we can bring this new, the mirror, the ripple effect, however you want to call it, of love, of calmness, of clarity, oneness. This is what is needed now, as far as I can see. I don't think the world needs our opinions and emotions right now, if ever. There's plenty of them out there. Right now, what the world needs is a presence that can help everybody come back home, feel embodied, and therefore feel empowered. They're kind of the same thing. Thank you for listening.